Few days ago, I got an opportunity to interview filmmaker Anubhav Sinha for his upcoming film Bheed, except it didn't happen. It got cancelled at the last minute without any explanation. While I was prepping for it and researching about the film, I came across a headline that T-Series mysteriously took down the film's trailer from its YouTube channel. Again, no explanation, just delete it. Poof! Hey everyone, welcome back to Popcorn Pixels Talk Time with me, Nidhi Sahani. Bheed is scheduled for release on 24th March, and it was doing its rounds of promotional interviews last week, till suddenly there was radio silence about its fate. Apparently, the trailer was removed due to the backlash it received for its harsh portrayal of the 2020 COVID lockdown in India. Several groups of people criticized it for being too agenda-driven or anti-nationalistic, causing a lot of disruption and possibly fear amongst the makers, which is why I think the promotions of the film were abruptly cancelled. But since I had already prepared for the interview and I was really looking forward to speaking to Mr. Anubhav Sinha, I thought I'll just ask my questions here. Maybe it will reach him and he can share his thoughts and answer them. Let's start. How difficult is it to make and promote such a film while keeping it mainstream enough to grab more eyeballs, especially in such a politically volatile climate? What do you want the takeaway to be for the viewers after they watch Bheed? Were you able to speak to the real migrant workers from the 2020 lockdown? With films like Bheed that share stories of people whose voices often go unheard, I've always wondered what's in it for them. Do such films and stories help them in any way? Is Bheed going to help them in any way? On that note, here's another question, but from the audience's point of view. In an old interview, Mr. Sinha had said that he was disappointed by the poor performance of Anek, and a senior journalist at the time told him that the very reason he's choosing to make these films is the very reason that people don't care about it. So the question to the filmmaker is, do you think that is true for Bheed as well? And not just the film, but the people whose story you're sharing. With the initial backlash that the subject has received, what do you expect the turnout of the film to be upon release? Given the current circumstances, do you think it'll be easier to release the film online as opposed to in theaters? And lastly, how does a filmmaker go from Tumbin to Mulk, Anek, and Bheed? Before I sign out, here's a question for you guys. Do you think it's fair to cancel films or cancel art because of its political views or controversies? Do let me know what you think. I will see you next time.